Hey everybody, doing a quick follow-up on Dad by the Sword. The good people over at Rocket Cat said that they watched my video and actually took notes from me, which I'm like, am I the best person to do this? But, you know, I had a couple things that I felt about the game, and they addressed a lot of those things. So I want to check out this update, and they actually were very nice about it. But yeah, there's some like control updates. They just straight up have said that there is no support for a controller just yet. Okay, I'm just looking around here. I still think an FOV setting would be good. Okay, hold left mouse button and swing mouse to slash rope. Okay, so the camera moves now. Like while you're slashing. Which I think is a good change. You can kind of move it a little bit. It's not as much movement, but it's enough movement to help like, see what's around you. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed my time with this. I got addicted to it for like an hour. They've also balanced some of the levels and made a bunch of other changes, like they improved the kick, I believe. Oh boy. Make sure you block, holding right, move the mouse. Oh, gotta move the mouse left first, okay. Oh, the timing window is generous. Cool. They're going to be implementing a different control mode as well, which I don't think is in the game currently, but... that's something that I'm curious about. But yeah, they actually specifically asked if I could play the game again, so I could see how I felt about it. And they could, take notes. Again, please, Rocket Cat, please do not... please do not, take my criticisms or my, my analysis as, you know, all that great. Because they're most certainly, you know, my own little biases. But, however, I'm glad that I've been helpful in any way, shape, or form. And yes, this is also, weirdly enough, I didn't know this, but Dead by the Sword is a classic game that this is, like, kind of a parody of. I've never played it. Okay. Alright, I don't know 100% what balances have been done in the levels, and I'm not gonna remember, but we'll just see how it plays out. Being able to move the camera a little bit before you slash, I think, is really nice. But here, let me read some stuff to you. Okay, so essentially in the email they said they addressed about 75% of my points, and they updated a bunch of things, improved the controls. There's a major tweak to the sword swing controls. They've increased the sword length, but their next update they're going to be going for more Dark Messiah controls or Jedi Outcast, and they're going to have it so that like the movement direction changes how you slash, which I think will be good. And there's going to be a control option so you can change controls at any time. In fact, that inspires me to... I'm going to play this now, in this version, and then I'm also going to play the one with the updated control scheme. Because they're basically saying that a new player is going to have a couple minutes of patience for when they first start up a game like this with a weird control scheme. And if a new player doesn't immediately grasp the controls, or if they get confused, there's a probability they're just going to bounce off the game. So their next Fest demo, they're looking to have that alternate control scheme. I think that's a smart idea. And the idea of the Jedi Knight type controls makes a lot of sense to me. That plus all the other little balance changes just seems like a really, really smart choice. Also, I think the core of the game, if you didn't watch my last video, I think it's already really good. And it's funny, and it's satisfying to defeat enemies in combat, so there's a lot of potential here. Oh god. Oh fuck, I forgot about that. It can still work. Oh, oh, the length of the sword grew. Okay, good, good, good. Alright. Well, also, I have a little experience with the game now, so I'm a little bit more knowledgeable of what... Because last time I played the game, I didn't go into the tutorial, and you see how this game started up with the tutorial? That's... I swear to God. Like... That's a me problem. That is a me problem. Like, people watching Bioprototype, another game I played, they're like, yeah, Vinny didn't read. And it's like, I read as I was going along. Didn't make me any better at the game. Because I really probably should have spent more time reading. But I grump it from time to time, and that is definitely my fault. So, starting with a short tutorial that takes 5 minutes or less is, I think, really smart. But even so, I do have some memory and knowledge of what I played last time, and, you know, I know how to parry a little bit better now, so hopefully that will improve my time with the game. My, oh, okay, there's still... My favorite thing about this game, though, is... I love slicing an enemy in half. It's so satisfying. So I just want that to be... Like, I want that to remain intact. That would be nice. Like, right there. Perfect. Or that. Oh, oh! I have another suggestion. I don't know if it would work, but let me slice up the enemy more when they're a corpse. Oh, that's already- never mind, that's already a thing. Okay, you have, like, a certain amount of, like, points of destruction. Okay. A little more generous with the meats. Aw, man. Oh, man. Okay. So I don't know if the Next Fest demo is going to implement an FOV slider by the time that's around. I feel like... Again, I really don't like backseat developing, and I know that I was asked to share my opinion, which is... Again, I am flattered. Like, completely flattered. Camera locks while aiming sword. So that's good that that's an option. Like, options are going to be great for this game. Effects. Also, the look speed thing has been addressed, so it's a little bit... I don't have to, like, go into a menu and, you know, adjust that. It feels, like, really finely tuned in its current form. Like, I do think the looking around with camera while aiming thing is actually... such a small change like that. Just that one little thing already has improved my experience with the game by like 10% to 20%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but to me it is. Hold kick to sprint, tap kick for a standard kick. Hell yeah, sprinting? Okay. But yeah, I think just being able to see a little bit more to your sides would... Maybe it won't be so necessary with the alternate control scheme. But in a first... Whoa! Right, those. Gotta remember that. You know, in my experience so far, I do think that that will be a thing. Wow, I'm really good at, like, just doing dumb things. Yeah, awesome. After you inflict a critical hit, your next parry will be upgraded to a stun. We'll do massive grip. Okay, we still got the sword vibrations. As you can see, my parry timing is still dog shit, but, you know, that's part of the depth of the game. You have to learn. So yeah, what I'm gonna end up doing is... the next update I will include with this video so you can see what that looks like too. I'm not planning on doing a whole lot. This I'm recording on the 31st of January, and I think in a week the other version will be out. So that will be next. You won't have to wait a week, you'll just see it immediately. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be pulping is awesome. Okay. Gotcha. Oh boy, health is very low right now. To be as sausage wieners are. Oh, fuck. Yeah! Oh, that is so satisfying. And it's right up there. That's what I'm saying, man. You get a game that elicits a response like that, you gotta make that game as good as it can be. Nice life. There we go. I'm sure many of you know the story, but in high school, that was one of the main insults people would throw at each other. Like, sick cock bro and nice life. I'm sure the people at Rocket Cat want to hear that. Like, I'm sure that's what they signed up for when they wanted me to play this. But, yeah, that's 100% true. But, you know, it's high school. These days, such insults are forbidden. Now it's just L or mid. You know, it's like, if it's one syllable, it's a better insult. The more words you have to say, the less effective the insult is. I took a decent amount of damage here. Yeah, that's probably not going to be happening, but you can land on enemies to create a shockwave. Oh, I'm so screwed. Told you. Alright, the game is fun, so I'm gonna do one more. Just one more. And then I will wait a week. I mean, if you're surgical, you could just do shit like that. And you can just take their... You can just lop half of their heads off, and then you're done. Combat over. Okay, not sure where that went, but alright. Nice life. Nice ass. That I need to utilize more. Like the mega kick, whatever they're calling it. Spatula, shined up shoes. You can reflect projectiles with those. Horrible shoes. Kick speed and charge kick speed. Balance damage. Kick energy cost, so you can kick a lot more. I'm gonna go for these. I know that Death Road got a lot of updates since I last played it, and I know people have asked me to play it. If there weren't so many games that I've been playing that, you know, I really want to play that are new, I probably would have returned to Death Road by now. At some point, I probably will anyway. That is their previous game, Death Road to Canada, and I really loved that one, but there was a point where I just played it a ton, and maybe I didn't run out of things to see or do, but I was like, alright, I'm good. But it's been a while, and I've also have not experienced a lot of the updates. So, one day, non-existent chat, one day, feel like... Oh, that pillar killed the other one. I feel like that should have given me damage. I'm happy it didn't, but... Kite Sword. When held, gives a 25% bonus to airspeed and sets fall speed to 50%. I like this one. Oh man, there should be a parody of the Razor Sword from Majora's Mask. Just because it's a cool looking sword that never got its due. 100 hits my ass! My shiny middle ass! This sword is a little harder to use for good reason, but it's good. When it works, it works. Damn it. Blocking is one thing, but parrying is a different level. If you're gonna parry, you gotta be, like... I mean, the timing is generous, but otherwise you'd take some health. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Because that is just insta-health. It's not insta-health, in fact. Nope. Alright. Alright, I'll stop here. So yeah, I mean, there's not been a ton of, like, major stuff, but all the little quality of life things are good. Starting with the tutorial smart. To prevent dumbasses like me from going in with no information. And I think the moving around with the camera is good. I mean, people are probably going to have to figure out which control scheme works best for them. But I'm really curious to see the other one, because at the moment, I'm still struggling with this control scheme a little bit. And I feel like there's definitely room to make it a little bit more... you know, beginner-friendly while retaining the depth of the combat. But who knows? Next time, I'll try both. So you'll see it in a second, but really it'll be a week from now. Goodbye. Isn't it funny how quickly time can pass? In the blink of an eye. Okay. So still no controller support, but we got the new control scheme and a bunch of other balance changes. So, I want to check out the new control scheme. Where is it? Where? Oh, I see. Okay, so it uses arrow keys in an interesting way to prime up the slice. Okay, so when you arrow key to the right while holding the button, then you press the button, it'll prime it to the right, so to speak. So I've not played the game that this control scheme is based off of. I think I like it better. This has got good range. Is it Heroes of Might and Magic? I'm just curious, hang on. Dark Messiah. Heroes of Might and Magic, what the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, Dark Messiah control scheme. But yeah, obviously, this is, you know, part 2 of the same video, just sometime later. And, I'm not 100% sure all the other stuff that was changed. But yeah, the control scheme is the big one for sure. Because you can also press the button, get ready, and then move towards opponents. And, like, you can do diagonals, no problem. Just have to hold the buttons accordingly. It's, yeah. Yeah, I think this might be better for me. It just, it gets things moving quickly, more quickly, like, you can prime up your attacks without having to overly use the mouse. It's just more comfortable on the wrist. I mean, there's a couple different things to be said for this, but having the option would definitely be nice. Okay, we can get the boots. Yeah, big dad boots. Oh, I said that like that, but alright. No, not there yet. I want to grab the ribs. There's ribs available. But this Steam Next Fest is stacked. And I don't even know where to begin for some of these games because there's a lot of them. And the other big, obviously the big one for me is still Dark and Darker, which is just incredibly addictive. By the time you've seen this, there's a good chance you've already seen both the pre-record video and the live stream of me and Germa playing it. I don't know how long we're gonna play it for, because there's like 6 other people, but I'll just hang out for a little bit, and, I mean, I guess you'll find out. Ah, what was that? Oh, someone stepped on the button. The sausage stepped on the button. That's not as sausage wieners are. Yeah, double kill. Man, yeah, just that one thing did a lot of damage. Coineru. Do I have? I have, 132 coins. Kicking an enemy in the head while it's stunned sends it flying with great force. Okay. And parries attacks. People aren't ready to accept this, but 7-Eleven hot dogs, you know, the ones that are just constantly rotating, are actually really good. Now, I know the world isn't ready to accept that, but I'm just sharing, like, the truths. And I don't think the Costco hot dogs are all that good either, aside from how cheap they are. They're fine. But if we're talking about convenience and, like, big and taste, I do think the 7-Eleven ones are better. However, the problem is you have to then say out loud that you ate a 7-Eleven hot dog. Oh, speaking of... Give me that glizz. King Glizzard. think you do get a pretty good amount of control with this new control scheme. Like, it's good because you can still see your opponents, but you can very easily and quickly prime up something without your view being, you know, moved around. Again, just my kind of personal kind of opinion. I think having an option for the other one would be nice. But so far, this is the most, like, control I've felt like I've had over the character. Oh, this is a cool sword. Ogre sword. Hmm. Okay. Works for me. I still think this game would be awesome in VR. I know the VR market is in a weird place right now. It's not exactly a sure thing to just kind of say, oh, I'm going to release a VR game and it's going to be successful. I feel really sad for, like, the fact that... Like, I see Anton, who made, hot dogs... See, there's the fucking hot dogs again. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Talk about it. And it is sad to see, like, the VR industry not picking up where it should have. Because it has so much potential, and there's just so much crap, or just, like, dumps. Well, you can run faster than most dads. But, that said, stuff like this... Oh, that sucks. Stuff like this seems like really good VR stuff. It would have to be rebalanced, of course, because having, like, that level of, like, to me, that degree of control in VR would probably end up making it a little easier. But it would be a lot of fun. But I'm not sure if it will be financially viable or even, you know, is it worth the time? Obviously release this first on the PC. Obviously you want this to be a success on the PC, on Steam, and then you can start thinking about ports, but... Screwed up. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. I need to get used to parrying a little bit better, too. Damn. Oh, this is like an advanced hot dog. This is like the Costco one, compared to the regular brand. New enemy I've never seen before. What are you? Gotta get used to throwing in this new control scheme. Fuck, 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 what do I do? How do you jump? Like, oh, that's... Huh, I actually don't know how to jump with this new control scheme. Bro, did you just teleport? Huh. Oh my god. Got very, very lucky. Kite Sword. It's an air-based weapon. I can't help it. I just like the way the fat sword looks too much. It's just too fun. I can't not take it. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, you right-click and left-click, and then press space. That's... oh god, that was awful. You see what I just did by accident? Whoa! Yeah! That was so cool. Are you dead? It wasn't dead! It wasn't dead! It wasn't dead. I don't know if this is... like, do I have... yeah, I guess I do. It's like those things in Zelda. I wonder if I can activate this way. No. Oh, missed the kick. That's as far as I've ever made it. Okay. Took a lot of fucking damage there. Started with a difficult one. I'm fine. I don't know what killed it. I think just part of the environment. Blocking is tripping me up, though. I still have to kind of learn how to block properly. Try this one. Especially because, like, when you're moving, you automatically prime the sword. I can imagine this having been a challenge to figure out a little bit. But you're priming the sword if you're moving, so you have to, like, kind of let go and then block again. It's not like an impossible ask. But I think I just have to get used to it. Ooh, are you gonna attack? What are you gonna attack with? Nice limbs. Sick limbs, bro. Shield. Blocks projectiles and attacks and projectiles as long as they're in front of you. Okay, now I'm just playing dark and darker. The swords still vibrate a bit. Not anything all that important, but it's a thing that happens. Right in the face. Definitely makes maneuvering around your enemies to get that attack easier, this control scheme. Picking at the height of a jump. If I aim downward... Huh. Feet are now silent. Try that. If only I had an extra rib. I ate it. You dead. Alright, one more. Yeah. Cool. I just had a brain fart. Dadger. Special move backstab. Increased damage from behind. I'll try the skewer again. There you go. Okay. All air horns use less energy. Kicking an enemy in the head if it has no armor will obliterate it. Oh yeah, well yeah, obliterate. As soon as you say the word obliterate, like I can't deny that. I can't refuse that. I'm not allowed to. Do you see why I had to choose that now? Very important. Cool. Where is... Okay, so nitpick. Especially this area. And because I'm an impatient gamer. And I know a lot of us are. But the fact that the bonus item is like kind of far from the door sometimes, or I just have to like go around and find it. It seems like, is it even here? I'm not even sure. Don't think it's even here, but it seems like it's easily missable or just would take a while to find it. Yeah, it's not even here. Never mind. Okay. I have a suggestion, maybe as an option. Again, I don't want to play backseat dev because sometimes you kind of have to stick to a vision, but perhaps a move faster out of combat option. Like once you clear the, you know, the floor or the room, you can move like, you know, 25 to 50% faster just to make it easier to like loot stuff. Gungeon has that. Granted, it's not a first-person game. And I'm not sure if the varying speeds would throw off a player. Like, oh, I'm faster randomly. Maybe as an, again, as an option, perhaps, but even then I'm not really sure. I mean, it's just a small amount of time that's wasted. It's not a huge problem. Taking damage grants critical power to your next swing. Oh, fuck, double damage. I love that they just stick there. That's so good. The Chunkus. Spatula. Dad dive kick. Horrible shoes. Special move, overhead, charging smash. I see it. Okay. And then it recharges after a little while. Obviously. But yeah, cool. I think the devs mentioned this, but this reminds me a little bit of Jedi Knight. Like Jedi Knight 2. The way you control the lightsaber in that game. And that's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. Mighty stab move. Yeah, sure, we'll try that. My kicks already obliterate. I guess I don't really need a whole lot more kicking power right now. Oh, that's the mighty stab move. I even did a parry. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? It's another Friday.
Oh. Oh, slice and dice even. It's very satisfying. I've said this even in the previous builds, but when you really start to like slice some sausages up, God, it's so good. The complexity does ramp up with items and like different moves, which I think is a good thing. It's not stuff that is like mandatory. It's helpful. Good noise. Oh shit. Okay. What did damage? Oh, there's a mage. You dead? Okay. Way better. I think people are going to be much more inclined to pick up the controls in a couple minutes. And I think the, tutorial that they make you do in the beginning is going to be helpful too. Really, really good game. I can see this being something special with the, the full release, like some consistent progress, different items to use and stuff like that, new enemies. Yeah, it's good. So that's Dad by the Sword, yet again.
Can you believe it?
As David Lynch would say. And it's really nice that Rocket Cat is working on the game to make it more palatable. And I think it's in a really good state right now. I hope people check it out because I like this game. It's fun. Goodbye.